to learn about something called oneness. I went all the way to Cambodia and Amsterdam to learn about oneness. And I'm telling you all, it changed my life. Understanding that you really become like the people that you hang around is so important that you understand that. Anyone that you find yourself spending a lot of time with, it's almost like you're plugged into their socket, right? And the power comes from that socket, right? It's kind of like a car. The engine and the rest of the car, right? It all becomes one. And I don't know if y'all understand this, but we got to be very careful of these relationships because you are starting to become like these people. These people that you are hanging around, you are taking on a lot of their attributes. You're taking on a lot of their qualities. You're starting to think like them. You're starting to move like them. You're starting to dress like them. You're starting to think like them. You're starting to walk like them. You're starting to talk like them. Like, you got to understand this. Your cycle coming on like theirs. Your bank account is doing what their bank account doing. You find yourself waking up thinking about things you never would have thought about. You find yourself engaged in a conversation that you know you really never would have engaged in if you was cognizant and conscious that what this is doing for your life. So I want to remind you all today. That you have to be very conscious of the relationships and the people that you keep in your circle. The people that you have conversations with. When somebody always talking about somebody else, like, I don't talk about people. Unless I'm talking about you because I learned something from you and I'm giving you the credit for what I've learned. I got that 909, right? I'm only talking about you is if I'm using you as a case study of an experience, right? Or I'm only talking about you if I learned something from you. But to sit around and to defame or to assassinate or to tear down somebody else's character because I don't like them or I don't like what they did, or I don't see eye to eye with them, is not cool. And we got to be very mindful of that because what you give out comes back to you in return. Everything you do is on its way back to you. Every thought you have is on its way back to you. Every word you speak is on its way back to you. Everything you do is on its way back to you, right? So being that you now are aware of that, being now that you know that, is it going to make you be more mindful of the things you do every day? The people that you allow in your energy and your frequency every day? Like, I'm not going to lie to y'all, I just can't be around certain people. I just can't do it. You know, my dad said something to me the other day, and I want y'all to tap into this. My dad said you can hide jealousy in your words. He said you can even hide jealousy in your actions. He said, but you cannot hide jealousy in your energy. And I need y'all to know that's why you got to be woke. Because you get to get around someone and you can feel what they feel. And that's why it's very important that you separate yourself from relationships that doesn't feel right to you because you're right. Sometimes your spirit knows things that your mind hasn't caught up yet with. Sometimes your spirit knows things that your mind has not gotten an understanding of yet. Let me repeat that. Sometimes your spirit man is aware of things that your mental man has not caught up yet with. And then you wonder why do I feel weird around her? Why do I feel weird around him? It's not you feel weird. You know things in your spirit that you haven't gotten the confirmation of yet. And that's why when you start feeling uncomfortable around people and you have to question what it is that y'all got going on, I'm going to tell you right now, that's one of my biggest. If I had to say I have a regret, one of my biggest regrets would be not allowing myself to accept what it was before I let it be what it became. If I had to go back and tell you anything that I wish I would have stopped doing, the minute I saw somebody wasn't what I thought they were, I should have cut the relationship off then. The minute I saw people just wanted to use me, you only come around when there's something to give. What is something to get? What about you coming around when it's something for you to give? How about you stop coming around when it's something for you to get? And why don't you start coming around when it's something for you to give? See, we got to be very careful. Why would we be okay with constantly being around someone that only got something to get? What do you give? Because I've read that you're supposed to give in order to receive. You ain't supposed to just get. You just want to get. Say what OG said? Getters always getting, but they never have. Ooh, they always be getting. You be wondering why everything be slippery to people. Why you can't keep no money? Why you can't keep no peace? Why you can't keep no man? Why you can't keep no good, solid relationships? Because getters always get, but they never have. Because they shortcut their way through everything. Everything is a temporary thing for them. Nothing for them is a long-term thing. Everything is what can I get for the moment, 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 for the moment. And it has to get to a point in your life that you say, fuck, that's the moment. I'm too grown to be playing with momental things, moment things. I'm here to create a legacy. How many of y'all here, like I'm 43 years old. I done played around, I done did all kind of stuff. I am here for the legacy. My name shall be made great. You understand? Legacy made great. I'm here for the legacy. I'm not here for a couple dollars right now and a little joy right now and a little peace right now and a little happiness right now. Because I'm old enough and wise enough to know that there's going to be a time that I'm only going to have a memory. There is going to be a time that's what I'm going to hold on to. Because I ain't going to feel like doing some of the things I'm physically able to do right now. There are things that my body is physically able to do right now in this moment. But there's going to be a time where I'm not going to be hopping on 4, 5 flights in a week. I'm sorry. I'm just not doing it. Private plane and all. It's going to be times I'm going to lay in my backyard with my jacuzzi and my waterfall and my housekeeper or my waitress at my house bringing me my pina colada in my backyard. It's going to be a time where I'm not going to want to go nowhere. I'm going to be chilling in my backyard. I'll be on a Zoom. So being that I'm aware of this life that I see for myself, right, I have to put in the work now. I need y'all to comment in the comment section that there's no better time like now. There's no better time like this one right now, man. Come on, y'all. Somebody need to comment with that right now, please. I'm talking to you, man. There's no better time like right now. There's a lot of things going on in the world. A lot of things. There's a lot of things going on in the world. There's wars going on in the world. You know, I got friends right now in Israel praying for Ray Higdon and Jessica Higdon, which every time I see them post, they okay, but they still over there. I'm sorry, they over there. They over there. They over there. But there's wars going on right now. There's people right now watching me in your living room. You got a war in your head right now. You battling your own self right now. That's the biggest war. The biggest war you can fight is one going on inside of your body, inside your head. Because the only way you can beat that war is if you decide. That's the hardest war. See, the war outside to me ain't that hard. Because the war outside, you could dodge and duck and hide and fight back. But when you are unaware of how to beat the battle in your mind, that's when stuff get tough. And so what you got to do is you got to go guard yourself and armor yourself up. You got to. Because at the end of the day, it could be somebody in the battle with you, and then next you know that person is the same one that you're fighting against. So you got to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. You got to stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. You know, one of my good friends told me, in times of peace, prepare for war. And I remember when I heard that, I was like, whoa, that was deep. Because, you know, in peace, you just want to be peaceful. But in peace, that's giving you the peace to go prepare. For real. And I don't know who needs to hear this, but right now, the reason why you can't handle life is because when there was peace, you wasn't preparing for war. When it was peace, you was worrying. When you had the opportunity to work on the woman or the man that you want to become, you was playing around. Whether you was playing around with yourself, whether you're playing around in a relationship, some way, somehow, y'all, the only reason we're not where we want to be right now is because when people was preparing, we was playing. That's what people was doing. When people was preparing, we was playing. And I can tell you right now, I know that I was playing while other people was preparing. But now that I see this bigger life for myself, right, I have a much broader vision for myself, right, I can't play. That's why it's important for you to create a broad vision for your life. Like sometimes you got to realize I ain't got time to be playing with these little boys. I ain't got time to be playing with these little girls. I'm a grown woman. I'm not about to play with nobody. But that's when you are clear on who you are and what it is that you're supposed to do. Because when you realize who you are and what you're supposed to do, you don't have time to play with the little boys or play with the little girls. Because your assignment is too big for you to waste time playing. And you start to respect and reflect on the time that you did waste playing. And you knew better back then. So ultimately, life is to be learned. You're supposed to take every experience and take it for what it's worth and say to yourself, okay, what did I learn from this experience? Okay, I cannot keep doing this. I'm not doing this again. I'm going to repeat successful actions, not unsuccessful ones. It gets to a time that you got to say that. You got to say to yourself, okay, what did I do when this was hot? What did I do when this was working? What was I doing when I felt my happiest? Because everybody can reflect on when they felt their happiest, at least up until this point. For me, I have another level of happiness I never experienced yet. And how do I know? I know because there's some things that I don't have yet. Let me repeat that, because we all can relate to what I'm about to say. There's a level of happiness that each and every one of us has not experienced yet, right? And the reason why we have not experienced this level of happiness yet is because there are things that we want that is absent in our life in the now. There are things, repeat it out of your mouth, say these words, there are things that I want that is absent in my life right now. Therefore, there's no way I'm experiencing the highest level of happiness. Let's repeat that one more time. There are things that I want that are absent in my life right now. Therefore, there is no way I have experienced the ultimate level of happiness. How many of y'all want a house that you don't have yet? You're grateful for where you are, of course. We're supposed to be. But you got to know that when you get the presence of this house that you want, there's going to be another level of happiness because you are living in the presence of this thing that you see, that you want, right? When you have the furniture that you really want, when you have the 2,000 thread count sheet that you really want, when your house filter smell like you really want it to smell, right? When you got the sound, whether it's music or the waterfall or your personal development going on in the background, when you have that, it's going to change your level of happiness. When you're waking up with that man next to you that you want, that man that just adores you, right? When you wake up with the presence of that man, you got to know it's going to be another level of happiness. When you wake up with the presence of that woman that smells and treats you and y'all just wake up on one accord. Come on, y'all, because some of y'all are waking up with somebody next to you right now. But you're not waking up on one accord with that person. That's, excuse my French, that's fucked up. You waking up with somebody, but it's not the person that makes you feel, oh, come on now. Instead you waking up like, what the fuck am I doing with this motherfucker in the bed with me? So when you get the presence of the things you want, your level of happiness is gonna get better. When you take it one day at a time and you work on your body and you say, okay, all right, enough is enough. Enough is enough. Bread, carbs, sugars, fried foods, sodas, candy, cookies, cakes. It's not good for me. It's like, come on, like, stop it. And you don't like your body. It's like, I'm going to stop. A little less candy, a little less cookies, a little less soda, a little less bread, a little less. I'm going to stop. I'm going to have a little less. And as I have a little less, I'm going to build myself a little bit more. Because a little less is a little bit more. Does that make sense? That's exciting. To know that you are doing a little less of what's not serving you. Like, I don't know about y'all, but I love that. I love when I check myself and I say, all right, it's Sunday. Wow, I was like Snickers. I had Snickers. I had garlic bread. I had cookies. I had Starburst. It's like, oh my God, like I had all of these amazing things. It was like so good. But it's like, I'm not doing that today. I'm not doing that today. I did that yesterday. I'm not going to do that today because I know that too much is going to take me too much to where I don't want to be. And so we just got to get clear on what is the things that we want. What are the things that we desire? And as we tap into those things that we want, and as we tap into those things that we desire, we start to go higher. We start to look around and we start to see this beautiful life that we desire for ourselves. But the thing about this, guys, it's a journey to that place. It's a beautiful journey to that place. And all you got to do is accept the day-by-day process and the day-by-day steps that eventually turn out to be the journey. It ain't the journey right now. In the now, right now you doing it. It's not a journey because you're doing it. But when you look back over everything that you did, guess what? It's now a journey. So let me repeat that one more time. Right now, there's no better time than right now. Right now, we are on the Wake Up and Win. You guys are listening to me. It's 9:23 in the morning. It's October the 9th. It's a beautiful day outside. For some of you all, the sun is shining. For some of you all, it may be gloomy. For some of you all, it may be dark. For some of y'all, it may be rainy. For some of you all, it may be cold. But right now, you are doing whatever you are doing right now. You are listening to me deliver the message for Wake Up and Win. But then after you get off of this call, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You're going to lay down, or you're going to go take your NutriBurst, your NRG, and you're drink you some tea, or you're going to go for a walk? Are you on your way to work? Like, what are you going to be doing next? And then you're going to do something else later on today. And then you're going to do something again tonight. And then tomorrow's going to be the 10th. It's going to be 10/10. Today's 10/9, October 9th. The number where you're judged according to your works. Number 9 is the number where you're judged according to your works. And so today is the day that you should say, okay, if I'm judged according to my works, I'm going to do something different today. You know that? I want a different result today. I truly want a different result today. I'm sick of procrastinating. You know, guys, as we just left the Wake Up and Win, one of the number one things that everybody wrote down on their paper that they hate about themselves is that they procrastinate. They're tired of procrastinating. And that was one of the number one things that was on everybody's paper. Everybody's paper said they are tired of procrastinating. And I'm going to tell y'all the truth. First you make your habits, and then your habits make you. It's really just that simple. First you make your habits, and then your habits make you. It's easy to do what we want to do because it's easy to do that. It's easy to say I'm going to lay back down. It's easy to say I'm not going to take my supplements. It's easy to say I'm a bum. It's easy to say I'm fat. It's easy to say whatever you say. But it takes a real strong person to say, you know what? I'm going to do what I got to do to get what I want out of life. I'm going to do what I got to do to get what I want out of life. I'm going to take it one day at a time, one day at a time. And even though I don't feel like it, I don't feel like doing it, I'm going to start doing it because eventually I'm going to enjoy doing it. So guess what? I'm going to do this for the next 2, 3, 4 days. And that 4th day going to turn into the 5th day. And that 5th day going to turn into the 6th day. And that 6th day going to turn into the 7th day. And then guess what's going to happen? You're going to look back and you're going to say, oh my God, did I lose 10 pounds? Oh my God, does my skin look better? Oh my God, do I feel much stronger in my mind? Oh my God, is my relationships better? Oh my God, am I making more money? Oh my God, and it's going to be, I didn't realize that every single day was creating the journey. It's not the journey until the days have passed and I get to look back and now it's the journey. And so ultimately what you got to say to yourself, there's no better time like right now. And you got to tell yourself that every single day. Like, there's no better time like right now. There's nothing else I'd rather be doing than what I'm doing because I want to make myself proud. I want to look back over every decision I made. I want to look back over every step that I took. I want to look back over every life that I touched. I want to look back over all the things that I did. And I want to be able to tell people about my journey. And ultimately, guys, if we all could take ourselves to that place, if we could all take ourselves to that place, and if we could all live our life like that, and if we could all show up like that, and if we all could just be responsible for ourselves like that, we will wake up and we will realize, oh my God, what a contribution that I made to humanity, to making this world a better place. And ultimately, your contribution is what's going to serve as your legacy. So now you gotta say to yourself, man, this is what I want for myself. I don't like it right now. And I know that there's another level of happiness, but I'm willing to do everything today. Listen, y'all, I never forget, Hennessy told me this. No matter what happened today, know that tomorrow is coming. So do everything today to make your tomorrow better. So what you gotta say to yourself is, I want this life. Over there is a place, you know. I want this life. I want this life. I wanna live over there, because there is a place. But there's a place that many few get to, because they're not willing to do the things here to take them there. And the difference between here and there is the T. And you should look at yourself as that cross. You're the crossroad. The difference between here and there is a T. That crossroad need to be you. You need to decide that this is real to me and I can have this. And whatever it is that you want, do what it takes to get it. Uncomfortably. With fear. With doubt. With low confidence. With little money. With no support. With no friends. With no support. With no friends. With nobody believing in you. With no real understanding. Do it. And do it, and do it. Read the books. Listen to the audios. Get the right relationships. Stop staying connected to people that are really disconnected from reality. Stop staying connected to people that got their head in the clouds and is disconnected from reality. Get back connected to what's reality. What's reality right now? People are hurting. I talked to a couple of my friends I don't normally talk to, I'm not going to lie, because I can't do negativity, but I needed to. I needed to know what was going on. And they was like, man, everybody complaining about money. I'm like, wow. They're like, everybody depressed. People ain't making no money. People just sitting around eating, not doing nothing. And I'm like, wow. Thank you for telling me that. Because I'm not connected to that world. I'm not connected to the world where every time your phone rings, somebody calling you about a problem. I'm not connected to that world. So it feels good to know what's really going on outside my world, because I create my universe. And so I know I'm on the right track. When I went into my prayer closet or prayer room this morning, I call it my church. When I went into my prayer room this morning, I felt it in my spirit to help people. Just help people. Right now, do it for the people that need $100. Do it for the people that need $150. Do it for the people that's struggling in their body and they depressed and they don't have no excitement in their life. Do it for the people that can't see where you are right now, Stormy. But if you could just remember where you was when $150 was a big deal for you. If you can remember where you were when you was trying to lose, just 5 pounds and you didn't think that you could do it. Remember what you was telling yourself. Remember how you was feeling. Remember how you wanted somebody to believe in you. Remember how you wanted somebody just to put together the environment and the systems and talk to you. And so I said to myself, wow, I kind of thought I was doing that. But I realized that no, I wasn't. And I don't remember who I was talking to yesterday, but I was talking to somebody and I was like, man, I realized that everybody is trying to be me now. They're trying to be the Stormy that I am right now. But they got to know the Stormy that I was in the journey to becoming the Stormy that I am right now. And so even though I can't take myself back to who I used to be, because I can't do that, it's not possible, I can remember the mindset. I can remember the things that I was doing. And I could start making sure I'm doing those things so our people could see that those things is what the journey and what the work looks like. Do you understand? And so when I'm out here working out, putting together workout videos, I'm reminding myself that there was a time, Stormy, you could work out at 10 o'clock because you created this life for yourself, right? But there's people, Stormy, they cannot work out at 10 o'clock. So you can't be like, oh, well, Entrepreneurs Club, we free, and I'm working out at 10 o'clock. No, Stormy. You could work out at 10 o'clock, but the people can't work out at 10 o'clock with you. So I'm like, oh, that's true. They trying to get there. They trying to get to the place where they can work out at 10 o'clock with you. But they can't do that right now. So what I got to do is I got to remember that. They want to do it. They like your workout. They think it's fun. They pop on your workout. They see it. They like, damn, I want to do this. But I'm at work right now. And they start to develop literally a little resentment because it's like, come on, man, you know better. Film it for us. So boom, y'all, we're going to be filming these 15-minute these 15, 20-minute workouts. They're going to be so dope. You're going to be able to watch these workouts on your cell phone. Like, I'm making it like literally where it's no excuse why you can't live a quality life, right? So we're going to have 15, 20-minute workouts that y'all going to watch for free. Ain't going to be no charge. Yesterday, I had to go lay down. I was so exhausted, and all I heard was them still out here working out. I'm like, man, that's what I'm talking about. I haven't had a day off since the awakening, but they were still out here working out, man. So grateful to have amazing people. They literally were still getting it in. So dope. And so it's like, wow. People, thank you, Ajay. People are going to be able to look and watch these. What's up, Dad? Great morning. They're going to be able to watch these workouts. And then I'm like, Stormy, remember when you was excited about winning some money because you needed ways to take care of your kids and put food on the table and pay a light bill and pay a little car note? And I'm like, damn, I do remember that. So I did a lot of things because my company put together different incentives, different challenges. And so guess what we're going to do? We're going to have 10 winners at $1,000 a piece. So 10 people can actually win our 15-day challenges. You got people, y'all, that's going to use this as a way to pay their bills. They're going to lose weight, really, because they want that $1,000. That's a big deal. People all over the world are going to use our workouts, right? They're going to go to your websites. They're going to buy NutriBurst. They're going to buy tea. They're going to buy NRG. They're going to buy 15-day challenge kits. You're going to make money, but they're going to even be able to participate. So we're really going to be changing lives all around the world. Do you know how good that feels? Then we're going to translate it in multiple languages. And so all you got to do is wave 3, take 3, bring 3 people with you. And so my understanding now is that we got to bring it down. I got to bring it down a little bit because I'm all the way up. I ain't going to lie to y'all. I am. But I worked real hard to get all the way up. But now that I'm up here in this space that I'm in, I got to remember, okay, Stormy, now you got to reverse engineer all that you did because that's the journey. So now is the time. There's no better time like right now, right? But the process, the doing is going to become your journey one day. And it's going to then become your blueprint one day. And it's then going to become your system one day. And as people are celebrating you, as people are excited, as people are applauding you, you're going to remember every single step of the way. And they're going to be able to thank God that I'm documenting this whole journey. They're going to be able to look back at every video. They're going to be able to look back at every step. Come on, Erica. And they're going to be able to say, oh, my God. All we got to consistently do is reverse engineer what works. All we got to continue to do is repeat successful actions. And that's all we got to do. And if it gets boring, we go do it again with a new person. And if it gets boring, we go do it again with a new person. And if it gets boring, we go do it again in another language. And if it gets boring, we go do it again with a new person. That's it. Success is about repeating successful actions. And the successful actions is what's going to give you the outward result. Guys, listen, today's a new day. You know, congratulations to everyone that was at the awakening. I know you don't feel the same. It's not possible. You can't unhear what you heard. You can't undo what you've done. You can't unsee what you said. Okay, what you saw. You can't unsay what you said. You can't unwrite what you wrote down. None of us can't change what we already did. We can't change yesterday, even if we liked it or not. Whether we liked yesterday or not, we can't change it. But what we can do is take the parts of yesterday that we liked and repeat it today. And what we did like, just decide that we would never disrespect ourselves. One of the things that I'm standing firm on, I'm not disrespecting myself no more, which means I'm not allowing people to disrespect me. Never. Never again would I allow anybody to get away with disrespecting Coach Stormy. Because every time I allow somebody to disrespect me, I lose my self-worth and I lose my dignity. And I can't be a leader, a boss, and a champion. As DJ, I tell DJ since he was a baby, you a boss, a champion, and a leader. I can't be a boss, a champion, and a leader allowing myself to disrespect me or allowing others to disrespect me. And so that's why when you say to yourself the things you're going to do, it's a disrespect to yourself when you don't do those things. And so if you have made up in your mind that you about to take it one day at a time, that today is a new day, and you're going to do everything that's necessary to get the life that you designed in your mind, because guess what? Things happen 3 times in life. If you start in your mind, that means you can have it in your life. And if you can have it in your life, you're now going to have the memory of that thing. That's 3 times. So if you saw it in your mind, that means you can have it in your real life. And once you get it in your real life, it now is going to become a memory that one day, that's all you're going to have is the memories of the things that you once did. And so if you're feeling like you're ready to take it one day at a time, like you about to stop playing small, you about to stop letting people make you think you ain't good enough, you're going to stop acting like it's good for everybody, but it ain't good for you, or everybody else can do it and you can't. Drop a 9 for today being October 9th. Today's the last day of our 15-day challenge. If you feel like you have a transformation, put on your outfit that you wore the first time, do your after video, and post it and use hashtag Wave 3 Challenge. We looking for 3 winners to pay $1,000, $500, and $250. If you feel like you have a transformation and you did your before, do your after. And you can go to wave3challenge.com, or you can just post on your page, and we're going to be looking for you. Tanya going to be looking for you. Erica going to be looking for you. Who going to be looking for you? Lavonda going to be looking for you. Valerie going to be looking for you. Vanessa going to be looking for you. I'm going to be looking for you. All right? So, y'all, if you feel like you have a transformation, we want to see you. All right? But before I go, guys, I just want to say this. Let today be the day that you make the change. Let today be the day that you start your new journey. And document it. Look, I got CT right here. I got CT right here. I got Rick, who'll be coming back. Like, I'm not playing around. Like, I will take these next 6 to 12, 18 months. I will create 12 new 7-figure earners. 12. And I will take all the footage from the journey, and I'm going to upload it to YouTube. And it's now going to be the blueprint that people get to follow. I'm documenting this whole journey. I'm never not going to have a camera person. I told Vanessa, we always have a camera person when we're working. If it's a day off day, let me tell you, I'm not going to have a camera person, because that's going to be the day of rest. But every day we're documenting this whole journey, because I did it once before, right? And it's time to do it again. Remember, what's in you cannot be taken away from you. That's why the goal is to get it in there. You got to get it in there. You got to read the books. You got to attend the events. You got to do the personal development. You got to be persistent. You got to connect to a community that helps you to stay persistent and consistent, so that you don't fall off of your own journey. Because at the end of the day, it's going to be your journey and your story to tell. All right? At the end of the day, it's going to be your journey and your story to tell. All right? I will hear the voice of the Holy Spirit within. I will lead and not follow. I will create and not destroy. I am a force for good. I defy the odds. I set new standards. I am a leader. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. I am the lender and not the borrower. I am loved by God. I am chosen by God. I am protected by God. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. No weapon formed against me shall prosper. And every tongue that rises up against me in judgment shall be condemned. It's my season. It's my turn. It's my season. It's my turn. I'm healthy. I'm happy. I'm humble. I'm healthy. I'm wealthy. I'm strong. I am a leader. I am a leader. I will never be broke another day in my life. I, Stormy Nicole Wellington, I will never be broke another day in my life. I say your name. I will never be broke another day in my life, and I will live the fullness of life and all God has for me. Guys, make it a great day. Again, please submit your before and after video. You can go to wave3challenge.com, upload it. You can post on your page. You can put hashtag Wave3Challenge so we can find you. We have a new challenge kicking off October 13th through the 27th. All right? There are going to be different coaches that's going to help you to be your accountability partners. We're going to have workouts. We're working on the workouts right now. But we're going to select 10 winners for a grand total of $10,000. $1,000 will be paid out per winner. So just get ready. Go get your products. Go get your NRG. Go get your tea. Go get your coffee. We are out of NutriBurst right now. Go find somebody with some NutriBurst. Be ready for October the 13th, all right? This is a great way to jumpstart your transformational goals, whether you want to lose weight or gain weight, and you could take away $1,000. Some of y'all have been needing something to align with so that you can stay committed. And if you're not a part of Girl Hold My Hand, go to girlholdmyhand.com and become a member of my community. Go to my bio and click on my community at Girl Hold My Hand and go right to the link and you become a member and you can join us every Monday through Friday at 8 o'clock for some accountability. All right, so I love you guys. Bye.